Good morning to everybody out there in my world. Hope you are having a good day. Look, what a start to the day we have seen here, guys. And look, timing-wise, couldn't be better. This is going to be epic when it comes to 1 month from now for the Sydney live course. It's going to be so sick to have these epic markets to be trading. Now, of course, we might see a pullback, but the thing is, there's so much activity right now. Even if we go from 10,000 to 3,000, that's going to give us traders heaps of opportunity to be in there making money. Or it can go way higher. That's going to give us heaps of opportunity to be making money. The good thing is that the multiples of Bitcoin are very, very high right now. We've just cracked $10,000. We couldn't be running this course out at a better time. It's wonderful to have something go our way for a change. Pretty much been running the business through the longest bear market in the history of the crypto markets, apparently. So it's nice to have the lid be flipped and get some nice moves to the upside for a change. So let's have a look at what I'm talking about here on Bitcoin, because I have been in this for quite some time now. I want to walk you through a couple of the thought processes that I have been working with and show you a few things. Now, I'm looking at the BitMEX contract, the XBT. My trade was a Bitcoin breakout trade. It was back through here, test 1, test 2, test 3, and 4. My stop loss, I ended up going for the wider stop here. So the position size that I have is not as large as I would like, but it is appropriate for the position, okay? Obviously, I could have had a tighter stop here. I opted for this stop here, quite simply because I wanted to give it a bit of wiggle room. I wanted to get an entry here that I could leave to run for quite a long time. I'd love to see still be in this trade when we get to 50,000, whenever that may be. Hopefully this year, but that's a big if. So I'm in this. My stop is currently trailed up to this point right here. And you might look at that and go, well, geez, look at how much money you've left on the table. Over $1,000. Yes, I agree. There is over $1,000 there. But what am I to do? My job is to trade properly. Okay, I took this on the 4-hour chart. My plan was to trade this on the 4-hour chart. Now, this is a clear higher low. Now, Bitcoin is all the way up here. What I want to see is I want to see it go, well, I'd love to see it move higher first and then pull back to 10,000 and give me another opportunity to re-enter this. I like to ladder positions. I like to start with one, which I have. This is how you make really, really big bucks as a trader, guys. It's not about, you don't look to have one trade make you rich. Okay, what you look to do, if you know what you're doing, is you look to layer trades in. So if I could have 10 trades where I'm risking 1% on Bitcoin as we move up to that 10, 15, 20 and beyond, so on and so forth. Well, I shouldn't say 10 because we're there now. What you do is you scale a bit out. Then you can move your stop. Now that trade's in profit. You take another one that fits your rules. Boom, you scale out. Now, boom, you move your stop loss. That trade's in profit. Now, if I end up with 10 of those sorts of trades, I'm going to end up with a good chunk of percentage there out there in the market. Big position on Bitcoin, in profit, no risk. That's how you layer a position and make big bank on big moves. Now, let me take you back to a period of time that I enjoyed trading. Now, I wasn't running the trader Cobb business back then. We started the business pretty much about here, right at the top, just before all that happened. But layering positions is what I'm good at, all right? There was one there. There was another opportunity there. Now, this one, I remember getting taken out of this trade, but leaving one open. You can let it run and run and run. And, of course, there's intraday opportunities as well. Now, we topped out at 20,000 there. Of course, we all know that. Now, what we've got a lot of opportunity for further upside. Now, what I'm saying here is the first really solid-sized daily candle. Now, throughout this period of running here, there was nothing like this. Look at this run. This run over here. Let's go from the low of that to the high of that. That was a 67% move. Let's go from the low of this to the high of this. We're not even, well, we're just over halfway there at the moment. Now, that's not to suggest that we're going to have the same percentage move, but right now we've just cracked $10,000. What does that mean to me? It means the press will come back. They will be beating the drum. I've been talking about this level for the last 6 months or more, thinking that if we could get back into 5 figures, the press would return. Now, we got given a gift from Mr. Zuckerberg. Talking about Libra, which means that cryptocurrency was on the front page of everything. Well, maybe not the front page, but It was out there, it was on the news, it was in the media, and as the markets were going up, of course, people are starting to get curious. Now, that does have a knock-on effect, and that knock-on effect does take some time. That time that it takes for the market to kick in, well, it might be a couple of days, it might be a couple of weeks. Of course, right now, I don't suspect that there'll be too many people that will have taken action on the Libra information, i.e. jumping in and buying Bitcoin, because, of course, they can't buy Libra now. So what might be occurring is we might see more and more accounts open up now that the press will talk about Bitcoin breaking 10,000, and that will start today. I think we'll start to see that follow-on effect, new money coming in. And my theory on that money is it'll be the 40 to 65-year-olds. And why is that? Well, that's because they've been through the .com, or they've witnessed the .com. They either bought, made money, or lost money, or they witnessed it. They didn't buy 2017's run. They don't like to buy a bubble, and it was a bubble. Okay? Then it goes pop, like .com did 2000, and it did it before that, but 2000 was the big one. Market falls, then from the ashes rises. Now, 3 of the top 5 companies, top 5 largest companies in the world by value. It grew, it came back, and it was the best investment if you were able to pick the right ones. Now we're starting to see that, well, they'll be starting to see the resurgence of Bitcoin, blockchain, and crypto assets right now. And I think that they'll be the next ones to enter the space. And guess what? They've actually got more money because they're active investors. They do it often. So it's going to be good in my view. There's nothing bad about what's going on with Facebook. There's nothing bad about what's going on in the market. The only thing is we've got a little bit of divergence from this high to this high. I don't think that's going to play out or matter too much. If I jump down to the 12-hour, you'll note we do have convergence running through here. A pullback, you know, it's a tough one right now. I mean, what I think is going to happen with price now? Well, I'm not going to think about what's happening with price. I'm going to trade what it is doing. We've just broken 10,000. Will we pull back underneath it? Will we retest it? I don't know. There's a lot of factors going on right now. There will be a lot of FOMO coming in. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be looking at the lower time frames. I'm going to be waiting for something like this again. Another opportunity. Look at that little crypto cradle. Whooshka. Massive potential there. I mean, you're looking at another $1,000 move with a stop that would have only been high 228. I mean, you're looking at a $70 stop there, guys, and a $1,000 move. That's over a 10-to-1 trade. Very similar to the one that one of my apprentices caught back here. Look at that. He took that. Now look at that. You've got a $50 stop. You're talking about from 8,200. You're talking about a $2,000 move on a $50 stop. That's a life-changing amount of money depending on the size that you're trading, but it's a multiple of like 40 or 50. All right, it's a big, big, big move. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't have timed it better. By sheer luck, these live courses are running. Sydney is the first up. If you haven't already got your spot by paying the fee to get in, and you get access to all the courses as soon as you join up. So you can come in knowing what you're doing already. You can start your trading journey today. Get your spot secured. Go to tradercobb.com. You'll actually see on the email here just below there. You can click on a link. Get your spot secured because it's going to be a ripper and it's going to be full. Have a good one, guys, and let's keep an eye on this 10,000. Bye for now.